Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's Wednesday, the 3rd of February. Hello to you. This morning, we are carrying on from yesterday's lesson. I'm going to share my screen with you. I want to give you plenty of time to get this activity done today. You are going to have to dig deep. All right. And what I mean by that is it might get challenging today. OK, I'm asking you to actually do a little bit of writing, believe it or not. So you're going to have to try. All right. And that's all I ask for today. If you don't remember all of the rules, that's absolutely fine. OK, do your best to remember those 4 speech rules, because today we are starting to look at the problem. So let's just have a look at what we know already. So you've already boxed up. All right, so boxing up is just making notes about what we need to remember. Then you moved on and you started to write your story. So lots of you, and I've seen from the photos you sent in, started off by writing the opening. All right, and you did a really good job of that. And lots of you remembered to correctly use the Babe's speech and how to use that correctly, which is a really good job. So you've done the opening. You then, yes, you did the build up, all right? And hopefully you use this success criteria to measure how well you did yesterday's lesson. So did you use fairy tale language? Did you introduce those characters? Okay, which characters have we met so far? Well, we've met Babe, we've met Percy, Pepper, and Penny, okay? Have you made sure that you have their names in there somewhere? Hopefully you talked about Farmer Hoggett's farm, all right? So that's the setting introduced. And hopefully you went and spoke about the fact that they went and built their houses on a lane, all right? So that is also the setting. Did you correctly, as I said, did you correctly punctuate the speech where Babe says, "Go, my little ones, and explore the world"? Okay, did that, all of that bit? Did you do that correctly? Okay, what I'm going to do is pause the video. I want, really important, really good skill in English. Read what you have written so far. So read your opening, read your build up. How does it make sense? Okay, is it what you want? Is it good enough? All right. And that will give you a really good indication of where we need to start today. If it's not, okay, and you think, oh, that doesn't sound right, then that's where you need to start today. All right, you need to think about how you can improve it. Okay, for the rest of you, I want you to read it and just make sure that the story is still flowing correctly, because today we're going to move on to the problem. So pause the video, everybody, and read what you have already written. Do that now. Okay, here we go. So Wednesday, the 3rd of February, you do not need to write the date and waltz again. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. What we're going to do today, we are going to start the problem, all right? But the bit we're going to change, and the bit that we've been working on, is the speech parts, all right? And that's the innovation part of it. We are going to use some speech that you have come up with, and I've actually borrowed some people's work today. I'm just going to go to full screen, and here's some here, and I'm going to put that into my problem. So the problem starts, I've already helped you with the first bit, okay? I'm trying to be as helpful as possible with this. So it says, the next day, the treacherous wolf happened to pass by the lane where the 3 little pigs lived. He saw the straw house and smelled the pigs inside. He thought the pig would make a mighty fine meal, and his mouth began to water. So he knocked on the door and said, now, this is where we're going to add in our bits. We're going to innovate. So I've borrowed, I think this is Matilda's from my class. Okay, this one here. Okay, and I've just put it in so you can see it. Now, this was a really good example. Okay, I'm going to use bits of it. Okay. I'd like you to use yours, all right? Now, I don't know if you can see, she drew some fantastic pictures to go with it. This was from Monday's lesson, if you're not sure where to find it in your book. All right, so she said wolf, and then she said the way he said it, snapped. Okay, so instead of saying, so he knocked on the door and said, instead of saying said, I'm going to use Matilda's work, snapped, okay? and snapped. Okay, so he's saying it in quite a cross voice. Little pig, let me in now. I have your pizza. Now, that's quite a crafty way of doing it. So let's see if I can, oh, I don't want that, go away. All that. So, now let's remember those rules. All right, so you'll notice I've already done the first one. I've started a new line. Why have I started a new line? Because it's a new speaker. All right, so we've got the wolf speaking. So he knocked on the door and snapped. Now you'll see that I've already put in my inverted commas. I've opened them. All right, and he said, oh, what's the other rule I need to remember? Capital letter to start with. Little pig. Oh, little pig. I'm going to use correct punctuation. Little short breath. Little pig. Let me in. And then Matilda's gone for now. I have your pizza. Okay. Now, remember the rules. Okay. So I need to remember all four. Have I started a new line? Yes, I have. Have I opened my inverted commas to symbolize that somebody new is talking? Yes, I have. Have I started my speech with a capital letter? Yes, I have. What do I need to remember? Well, I need a piece of punctuation now, okay? I have your pizza. Okay, so he's almost, as Matilda said, he's snapping. So he's saying it quite with an authoritative voice. So he's saying it quite loudly and quite aggressively, okay? What do I need to do now? Well, I need to close my inverted commas, okay? So let's just double check. So he knocked on the door and snapped. Little pig, let me in now. I have your pizza. Okay. And then I'm going to put, I'm just going to make sure, I'm just trying to move that into the right place. Sitting on the line. So I have your pizza. Now, what did the pig reply? So new speaker. No, oh, let's move that to the right place. New speaker, so it's a new line. Capital letter. What did Piggy reply? No. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, sorry, guys. I've skipped to the next page for some reason. No. No, no. I see your, what do you say, big paws. Full stop. And then she carries on. Go away. I'm not your prey. Go away. I'm not your prey. Make sure you get the correct spelling. Okay, make sure you get the correct spelling of prey. Go away, I'm the prey. Okay, and I'm going to close that there. How did Piggy say it? Answered. Answered. And now it's Percy, isn't it? The first pig. Answered Percy. Okay, so look, all I've done there is used Matilda's work there. Answered Percy. So, no, no, no. I see your big paws. Go away. I'm not your prey. Answered Percy. Okay, next one. So the wolf says he barked this. Okay, yes, you are my prey. Okay, so I'm going to start a new line, and he opened the speech marks. Let's move that into the right place there. Open the speech marks because he says, yes, you are. Yes, you are my prey. Okay. And again, he's shouting it. And how did he say it? He barked the wolf. Stop. Okay. Now, obviously, that's the speech. that's the conversation that's happening between these two characters. I'm just going to click off that, okay? And I'm going to go back to my main screen because I just want to really zoom into this and make sure that I've got everything correct. All right. So, little pig, let me in now. I have your pizza. Okay. So hang on, let's just, because I've changed this around slightly. So this is where we really need to concentrate. Okay. So he knocked on the door and snapped. All right. Because we know it's the wolf speaking. Little pig, let me in now. I have your pizza. No, no, no. I see your big paws. Go away. I'm not your prey, answered Percy. Yes, you are my prey, barked the wolf. Okay, and then you can carry on your story. Okay, so what did he do? So he huffed and he puffed because nobody's talking now. It's just the narrator talking. All right, so we don't need any speech to go in there because nobody's actually saying this in the story. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. Okay, full stop. The wolf opened his jaws and bit down hard, but Percy escaped and ran away to Pepper's house. Okay, full stop. No, and there you go. I've just done, okay, with the help of Matilda's work, I have just done the first paragraph in the problem. All right, I'm going to read it back to myself, the whole thing, to make sure that I've got it all. Okay, so the next day, the treacherous wolf happened to pass by the lane where the three little pigs lived. He saw the straw house and smelled the pig inside. He thought the pig would make a mighty fine meal, and his mouth began to water. So he knocked on the door and snapped. Okay, have I got all the speech correct? Little pig, let me in now. I have your pizza. No, no, no. I see your big paws. Go away. I'm not your prey, answered Percy. Yes, you are my prey, barked the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The wolf opened his jaws and bit down hard, but Percy escaped and ran away to Pepper's house. So look, there is the first paragraph within our problem. All right, so we can move on. And I've borrowed somebody else's work today. I'm just going to see if I can make that full screen. Okay, yeah, here we go. So I've started off the next paragraph. And I think this is, sorry, quickly, this is all from my class because I don't have access to yours. I'm sure yours were very good as well. This is Ben's, I think, okay. And it says, I've started off the paragraph number 2. The wolf was angry. He continued down the lane until he came across a house made of sticks. It was Pepper's house. He smelled the pigs inside and his mouth began to water as he began to think about the fine dinner they would make. So he knocked on the door and said, now, I'm looking at Ben's here, and he said the wolf hollered, puny little pig, let me in right now. Okay, so I'm going to change that. Well, it's not a said word now, it's and hollered. Okay, I think I mentioned that in one of my other videos the other day. He hollered. If you holler, it's to shout. It's another really good word for the word shout. Sorry. Okay, and what did he holler? I need to make sure. I'm not going to do this all again, but I'm just doing it to show you another example. Okay. What did he holler? Okay, open speech marks, capital letter. Okay, I'm getting good at this now. Puny. What does that word mean? Okay, does anyone know? Want to have discussion in class? Okay, puny. If you're puny, it means you're quite small. Okay, it's quite an insulting term actually. Puny. Oh, not comma. Puny little pig. Comma. Let me in. Now Ben's gone for the capital. Oh, I don't want a new line. Let me in now. Okay. what did the pig Percy, no, we'll change it because it's actually Pepper replying now. Pepper, no way, Wolfie. Okay, how did he say it? He argued. Okay, cool. Let's go new line then, okay, because he's saying, Pepper's replying, no way, Wolfie. Okay. And how did he say that? Ben said he argued it. No way, Wolfie. Argued. Who is it talking? It is Pepper talking. Argued Pepper. All right. And then the wolf demanded, let me in. Okay. New line because it's a new speaker, obviously. Okay. Oh, let's put it on the right line, Mr. B. Come on. Being fussy. Let me in. And how do you demanded? Okay. Again, I'm using exclamations a lot because there's a lot of, it's almost like aggressive conversations between one another. Let me in, demanded the wolf. Oh. There we go, full stop. Now, so let me in, and then I'm going to carry on. Okay. Oh, come on. So Pepper did not let him. Put it on the line. So it's better. Pepper did not let him in, so he huffed. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, he huffed and he puffed. Okay, so that is, I'm just going to double check my speech because that's the important bit. New lines for new speakers, yeah. Capital letters, yeah. Inverted commas that are opened, yes. And closed, yes. Have I used punctuation at the end before the comma, for the inverted commas, yes. Have I used a range of said words? That's an even better if. Okay, so well done if you managed to do that. So that is paragraph. I could carry on. Pepper did not let him in, so he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. The wolf opened his jaws really wide and tried to eat both of them, but they both ran away. All right. And then you can move on to the last paragraph. Now, I've just tried to make this easy for you and summarize what you need to have in your problem. So in your problem, I've helped you with 2 of them. All right. I can't really help you with much more. All right. The last one, you can come up with yourself. Okay, I'd like you to do your own really for paragraph 1 and 2, at least your own speech. Okay, you can come up with that yourself. For the last one, I'd like you to do it completely by yourself. All right, I've just put a summary here of what happens in each paragraph. So I've done paragraph 1, I've done paragraph 2 where they both run to join Penny. Paragraph 3, Penny obviously built a house out of bricks. So the only difference there is the wolf doesn't get in. All right, he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed and he didn't get in. All right. The final bit here, I've added this table in here, just a little checker for your speech. All right, I constantly kept going back to check my speech. So make sure each time you're using speech that you're using each one of these. All right. And if you are, then your speech will be absolutely fantastic. All right. They're the rules for speech. The final bit, the problem is the main bit today. The resolution and the ending, as we said, are really, really easy. It's about 4 lines. Okay. In fact, I've written the whole of the ending. Okay. Look, it's there. All right. As quick as flash, Pepper put on the cover and they brought the wolf up, 3 little pigs, then ate him for supper. That is it. Okay. It's not a massive ending. All right. And at the bottom, I put the end. All right. The resolution bit is the easy bit as well. Okay. But the hunger was too much. The wolf danced about with rage. Okay. This is after he couldn't get into Penny's house. All right. So the hunger was too much. The wolf danced about with rage and swore he would come down the chimney and eat up the little pigs. But while he was climbing on the roof, Penny made what did Penny make? Penny made a fire and put a pot of water on the fire. Okay. The wolf came down the chimney and fell into the flame, into the pot of water. Okay. And then you can move on to your ending. So I've pretty much done the resolution and the ending for you. There's not a huge amount. Okay. you just need to do, you can use my first paragraph by all means. Okay, so if you want to go back, I'll skip back to Matilda's. So if you wanted to start here, all right, that's absolutely fine. Again, please change the speech. It will make it a lot nicer to read. Okay, so start here. All right, we're looking at the problem. All right, once you've done that, so you can pause it here, by the way, if you'd like to make a start now. Once you've done that, skip forwards and you can move on to paragraph 2. Okay, so this was when you got to Pepper's house. All right, once you've finished that, okay, so pause it now if you need to. And once you finish that, you need to come up with the final paragraph for when he went to Penny's house. All right, use the work that's already inside your book. Your boxing up will really help you. All right, and make sure that you are using the correct rules for speech. All right, if you want to then move on finally to the resolution and the ending, you will have at the end of today's lesson a completed story, which would be amazing. I'm going to stop talking so to give you more time. I would love to see some of your stories and see some of your invented speech. Good luck, and I will speak to you later.